Hi, my brain retraining friends out there. I wanted to touch on something that many of you have an issue with, which is resistance during brain retraining visualizations, and specifically the resistance that comes in the form of images that are disturbing or scary or dangerous things that can happen if you try to go for something that you love or something that you want to do. This is a really common strategy of our psyche to protect us, to keep us from getting hurt. So if you're somebody who is trying to visualize and you notice that you tend to end up having more fear than when you started because images come of all of the things that could go wrong if you went to do that thing, or the dangerous things that can happen, I have a few strategies to help you, because that was a big issue that I dealt with personally. I had a very graphic inner image world that would like to scare me out of visualizing certain things by showing me the potential hazards or the consequences of those things. So here's what I learned how to say to myself to dissolve that particular protection strategy in my psyche. So let's say, for example, one of my friends was just telling me that she was wanting to visualize going ice skating. And when she started to do that, she visualized breaking her leg and got scared that if I broke my leg, I would get, my body wouldn't be able to handle it and I'd be sick again. So I can't go for what I love, which is ice skating. Or I know others that want to visualize becoming pregnant and having a child, and they'll visualize having a miscarriage, or maybe they want to visualize starting a relationship, but then then what happens is they get an image of the person not wanting to be with them. So if that sounds familiar, and if you have that kind of pattern, here's what I'd say. First of all, know that the protection strategies inside of you are going to try to keep you safe by keeping you from being hurt, going through disappointment, going through grief. And it's an aspect of your psyche that often will find any potential danger in the field of reality that could happen. So the first thing is that your brain is showing you potential dangers in the field. And the word potential is important here. However, your brain is not showing you what is probable in the field. So the difference between a potentiality and a probability is what you want to say to yourself. Oh, yes, that breaking my leg is one potential in the field, but it's not probable. So that's a potential, but it's not probable. That's a self-statement for you to get some rationale when you're in that experience of brain retraining and you get an image that wants to scare you. And I used to say that all the time. That's a potentiality, not a probability. Okay? And then the second thing is an aspect of primal trust, which is my body can handle even if that did happen, or I could handle emotionally even if that did happen, because your brainstem, your limbic system, is trying to keep you from getting hurt again. And you have to have a strong inner adult that says, even if that thing happened, I could handle it. And so I'm better off and safer visualizing what I want, knowing that if I broke my leg or I went through some type of heartbreak, I could handle it. I've been through hard things in the past. I could get through something hard in the future, but not choosing to live in order to protect myself is not keeping me safe anymore. So those are two statements that I would say to myself that really help me move through this stage of limbic system resistance to visualization. It's a potential, not a probability. And even if that potential did happen, I can handle it. So I hope that helps, and I hope that helps you move through this stage of resistance that a lot of us need to move through, because truly going for what we want and showing our subconscious who we want to be, even if those unfortunate things happen, we are better off and safer trying to live a life we love with bumps along the way, and you can handle those bumps. Thanks for listening.